everyone, my name is Zheng Bowen. Today our analysis, Great Hill Gowick's Lit Women from the perspective of cinematography and mise-en-scene. The first is shoots. The scene opens with a low-angle tracking shoot as Laurie and Joe climb a hill into an open field. The camera slows into a wide shoot, with the sunlit meadow creating a calm open space. As they talk, shifts in camera angles reflect changes in power. At first, Laurie stands slightly higher, filmed from a low angle to stress confidence as he prepares to confess. The reverse shot on Joe from a high angle places her in a passive position. After she rejects him, the framing flips. Joe moves higher, shot from below as she gains control. Laurie, now filmed from above, appears exposed and vulnerable. When he turns away in frustration, the balance shifts again. Laurie's back in a higher position, shot from a low angle as he tries to regain control. Joe's shot remains steady at eye level. She speaks to him as an equal, trying to comfort him. The scene closes with a wide distance shot of Joe alone in the field. Her small figure against the vast landscape captures her quiet loneliness. The second is color. The film uses contrasting warm and cool palettes to separate memory from reality. Warm golden tones marks the past as tender and dreamlike. Cooler bluish hues reflects Joe's emotional isolation after facing the harsh reality in New York. When Joe rushes to the station to confess to Frederick, the warm glow signals this is not reality, but the fictional ending of her novel. The sunlight on the March family as they gather outside Joe's inherited home marks a real moment where memory and reality finally meet. The film ends in warmth, symbolizing Joe's reconciliation with her past, her family, and her identity as a woman. Throughout the scene, locations and camera angles appear in both memories and the present-day scenes, heightening the sense of loss and change.
Merry Christmas, Beth.
Mise-en-scene, actors' movement and blocking. When Laurie confessed to Joe, their movements repeated break the 108-degree axis, creating a jumping effect that mirrors their emotional turbulence. When Joe rejects him, Laurie walks away along a curved path. Joe follows to comfort him, and the axis shifts again, placing focus on Joe's inner conflicts. In the opening scenes where Joe sells her writing, a medium-long lens frames the publisher as large and imposing, while a slight wide lens makes Joe appear small and uncertain. By the final negotiation, the framing changes to clean singles. The dark looming publisher is replaced by a bright window. The conversation now feels balanced. Two equals in an open frame, turning a once one-sided deal into a fair business negotiation.
No, it isn't the right ending.
In this film, the seated character usually holds upper hand, while the restless standing figure appears weaker. Joe rarely sits in the first half of the film. It's only the final scene that Joe finally sits, and the publisher stands visible unsettled. The power shift unmistakable. Joe now controls the conversation. Costumes. The film uses costumes to reflect class and personality. The Lawrence family and Aunt March belongs to upper class, wearing rich fabrics like silk, velvet, and lace in deep, restrained colors. Aunt March's elaborate gowns and ornate accessories highlight her wealth and authority. In contrast, the March family dress in simple practical clothes, cotton and warm in muted tones, with bare face and loose hair, reflecting warmth and sincerity. As Amy marries to Wells, her looks transforms, while Joe's style stays constant. Waistcoats, scarves, and ponytails quietly rebelling against the convention. Color also reveals character. Meg's purple and green dress grounded nature. Joe's bold red turns to muted blue as she struggles. Beth's soft browns and pale pink reflect gentleness, and Amy's pale blue hints at elegance and detachment.